So here we go, day 16 of retirement. Here's my street. I live about a half a block down on the right, and this is the mall right opposite the Royal Palace, which you can see the red roof right there. That's part of it, part of the complex. But this is the mall and park with the memorials. So I'm just gonna walk you down here, and I'll show you the Prime Minister's home too. This is part of the reason why my landlady, she was funny, she said, oh no, we don't lose power because Prime Minister and other ministers live nearby, so we're protected. But this is a monument to the king, the father. He died a while back. I need to go to Monument Books at some point and get the book about Cambodia and the history of Cambodia. It's always wise to know the history of the places that you lived in. One of my students, one of my 8th graders, before I left, she asked me about, do you know about the Khmer Rouge? And it's like, yep, I know about the Khmer Rouge, but I need to do a little bit more study about what happened in the 70s and 80s with the Khmer Rouge, because almost everybody that I know here has lost somebody because of the Khmer Rouge and the things that happened. But this is the monument to the father, to the old king. And behind him, I think, is the monument for the son. But so this is one of the monuments on the mall. I'm not sure it says anything in English, but we'll see. And there is something in English. It says His Majesty Priya Bat Samdech Priya and Nordrum Bahuk, heroic king, father of independence, territorial integrity and unity of the Khmer nation, Priya Boram Ratanak Kadu, 31 October 1922 to 15 October 2012. So, okay, he's been dead for 8 years. So that's the father. And on the corner, wow, my taxi driver John, or I'm sorry, I should say tuk-tuk driver John, told me that the Prime Minister lived on this corner. So this grand mansion that's right there on the corner, that's, wow, huge. That's the Prime Minister's place. So it's like, wow. And Tom, my friend Tom, helped me to remember a couple things about education. I had shared something earlier on Facebook, and Tom Schladewitz, who's a friend of Bert's, also a former roommate from years ago, helped me to remember. It's like, yeah, it's not just the kids you remember, but it's also the kids you had that were teachers' aides. Oh my God, I had so many good ones. And the two that I could think about used to make me crack up all the time were Candace Sewell and Erica Lopez. It's like those two together, they would just make me laugh so much. They were the greatest teachers' aides I ever had. They did lots of work for me. And I think back in the day, you weren't supposed to have students enter grades. I think I made them enter grades anyway. But I used to have the most fun with those two. They were just fun to watch work together. They were good friends. They were always just adding to the humor of things that were going on with the classes. And I think I had them in Miss Sci-Fi too as students. But Tom also helped me to remember, I also had Mary Ellen's too. Nicole, she was such the sweetest kid. And I don't think she said more than 5 words to me unless I asked her questions in the class. Miss Motzenbacher also had her too. And I remember Nicole saying she loved Motzenbacher. Oh my God. So this, I'm going to stop my story for a moment. This is the Prime Minister's home. Look at all the air conditioning units out in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 2. 24 units that power whatever's going on right in front of his place right now. It looks like some kind of a special event that's going on. But 22 air conditioning units they have hooked up for this special event that they're doing. And they're, of course, they're testing everybody for COVID, taking their temperature as they go in, these workers. But anyway, yeah, Nicole, I don't think she said it 5 or 7 words to me sometimes unless I asked. But Bobby, oh my God, I had Bobby too. Bobby, I couldn't shut him up, him and his football friends. And then years later, Bobby confessed to me, he goes, oh yeah, remember that Summa Theologica thing you made me write? Yeah, well, I wrote one of the other guys too. He paid me to do it, so I wrote his. Bobby was always an entrepreneur. That's why he is Bobby, or I should say Bob Willis, Esquire, the lawyer now. Good to have a lawyer in the family. If I ever need one, I'm going to contact Bobby. I wish he did international law. But you know what? He was asking about something before I left. Something that was in, not Kamai, but I think Laotian. And I had my friend from Lynn's restaurant. I referred him to her because she knew somebody who was translating or doing some Laotian translation. So, gosh, forgot about her too. That's been a place that I miss too, Lynn's Fusion. Although there are a lot of great restaurants in the city, again, really great restaurants. And yeah, just something I need to remember. But yep, here it is, the King's Monument and the mall. It's a beautiful place to live in the city. I'm really fortunate to be here. I have some things I need to figure out. For instance, in retirement, just kind of figuring out a schedule, because damn, it can get boring, really. It's like, I always thought retirement would be wonderful, and it is. No mistake about that. But you have to really find something to do each day, or figure out what you want to do. I haven't found a part-time job yet, but I'm working on it. And my friend Betty and Danita that I used to live with for a couple years, Betty always had things kind of planned out for her week. Monday, she would do crosswords. She would listen to her favorite radio program. Tuesday, let's say she would go get her hair done. Wednesday morning, she would take a walk with the dog, or she had her tricycle with a basket on it. She would get on her tricycle and ride around and take Sadie for a walk. Thursday night, she would have the girls over. She would either sit in the garage if it were winter time and do her crosswords, and sometimes play games if somebody was around. She used to love to play Zilch. And also, God, that damn game, I can't remember, with a box. You open it up and you roll the dice, and I used to lose to her all the time. It had the little pieces to it. It's like, shoot, can't remember the name of it. But the board is white and brown. You open it up, it's a box. Somebody, please save my life. Send me a Facebook message that tells me what the name of that game is. But anyway, Betty used to kick my butt with that game, and then we'd play Zilch and some other things, and I would be able to kick her butt. But yeah, so I need to just figure out a schedule, something to do, maybe hang out at a coffee shop. I've seen a lot of the expats that hang out down at the riverside. They look kind of gloomy and sad. But then I found out, talking with somebody, another expat from Australia, a friend's husband, he said that about 3 years ago they were all expelled from Thailand because of the new immigration laws, where you can retire in Thailand, but you have to have a certain amount of money in order to retire to Thailand. It's $2,100 a month, 62,000 baht, and then or $25,000 in a savings account. I think 750,000 baht. So one or the other. You need proof. So a lot of them, they didn't make that much, and it doesn't cost that much to live here. Some of them are probably, I would imagine, making $1,000 to $1,800, and you can live here for that. I mean, yeah, if you're used to living a little bit better, then you'll be in trouble. If you have medical needs, then you'll be in trouble. But I always see a whole bunch of them just hanging out, drinking a beer all day at some of the cafes. I don't want to turn into that. Hopefully, if I stay here for a long time, my friend that's become really a good friend to me, she has a barbecue place, and she could be my girlfriend at some point. I want her to be my girlfriend, but there's just a trust issue too, because wow, in and out of this place, always a lot of expats, and they come in, they make promises to people. She's had her heart broken by a couple of expats, and I don't want that to happen to her. I really think she's a neat young lady. Her name is Channy Pitch, and she has a little girl named Anna, and Anna's just adorable. So I don't know, things could work out here to where I'd have a second home in Southeast Asia and maybe a business. It would be fun to have a barbecue business. She'd need to do most of the work, because damn, I don't know if I could work more than a 4-hour shift anymore, being 58 3/4, 0.999. The end of this month is my birthday. So, but anyway, the adventure continues. I'll probably take a tuk-tuk ride later on today. I need to go down to Riverside and do some things, and I need to go grocery shopping. But here I am, squinting a little bit in the sun, but having some fun. Still enjoying the time I have here, and hoping you guys will do a little bit of writing. I need to do some writing too. That should be one of the things that I should be working on, is my writing, telling some more Clovis High stories. And I got to get my children's book done about my life, about growing up. The Fat Little Italian Boy is what my book is going to be called, and something else, because Gail Taylor told me, well, I don't know if Fat Little Italian Boy would be politically correct or something you could really say, so I have to figure out something. But my nickname for a long time was Flib, Fat Little Italian Boy. So we'll see. I want to use it some way. So, but from me to you, from the mall and the Kings Park, I would say goodbye for today. Your prayers are always appreciated, and hope to hear from some of you later. Bye-bye.